Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Dimaga and PengWin on Newkirk Precinct. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Dimaga. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is PengWin. So this is a PVT, or ZVT rather. Why do they all rhyme and get mixed up in my head? This is a ZVT for you here on the map Newkirk Precinct, part of the new map pool, but part of the old map pool as well. We will see how this is going to work out for these two players. Again, PengWin we've seen, Dimaga we have seen. Both these players are excellent, excellent in their own right. And link to Twitch streams in the description if you're interested in seeing more from either one of these players. Alright, looks like a hatch first here from PengWin. PengWin has been known to be aggressive in previous casts that I've done, going pool first here against Terran, but actually going hatch first this time, doesn't want to get any early lings out to this point. And Dimaga opening up racks first with a single refinery. Refinery just about finishing here while the barracks is halfway complete, which means we're likely going to see a Reaper expand, which means we will see a Reaper name be used. For those of you who do not know, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome aboard. Hit that subscribe, hit that like if you like what you see here and want to see more daily Legacy of the Void uploads. But if you're new, the Reaper name list is something I started, wow, was it last year? It's been a long time since we've been doing this. But just put your suggestion for a Reaper name in the comments. I gather those up, and then when a Reaper comes out like this, I name the Reaper. If you want to include a backstory, you can do that as well. Or if you don't, I can make up my own backstory for it, depending on what the name is. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes if it's like something like Steven, I don't know. I don't have any stories for Stevens. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. Just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. Slow Overlords moving out here for PengWin. And the Reaper are going to move on out here. This Reaper's name is Mr. Bojangles. Boop. What's up, Mr. Bojangles? No backstory provided, so he's going to be... Is it Bojangles Chicken? I really need to Google these things before I use them. But Mr. Bojangles, we're going to say, is the owner and proprietor of a chicken restaurant, competing with such juggernauts as KFC and Popeye's Chicken. Mr. Bojangles is smaller, but he gives more care to his chicken. And in fact, the secret ingredient in his chicken is Zergling. He comes out in his Reaper suit every day to hunt down Zerglings, take their carcasses back to his restaurant, and fry them up into finger-licking delicious chicken as far as anybody knows, because nobody would suspect it's Zergling. Would they? Maybe in the StarCraft universe they would. In our universe they would not. A queen is out. Sometimes that makes his job really difficult, and sometimes he just has to go home empty-handed, and sometimes he gets blown up. Sometimes he gets out in this suit, and he gets exploded and dies. But that's okay, because Mr. Bojangles is immortal. That is the other secret to his success. Speed coming up for the Overlords for PengWin, getting a lair here at the 3-minute mark. Factory just about to complete for Dimaga, and this Reaper's being super boring. Some Marines heading on out here for Dimaga. This Overlord does not have speed yet. Go, Overlord, go! Get speed! Live, fight, win. Tries to get onto this high ground where the Marines cannot see it. So far, not working out too well, and no! Speed just finished, but the Overlord died. Mr. Bojangles thrown down all manner of KD8 charges. Has not killed a single anything yet, which is really unfortunate for this guy. And PengWin is, PengWin's not being all that aggressive. He's got some lings moving out, about 6 of them here, heading across the map. They can't do too much damage, though, just because there are Marines. There is this Reaper. A Reaper with Marines, a better situation than the Reaper by himself, honestly. Stim coming in for Dimaga here, getting more and more Marines, getting a starport. So it is the 1-1-1 build with a command center chucked on into there. Double pumping those Marines. It looks like Dimaga is straight up using this 2 medevac 5-minute, or 2 medevac 5-minute Marine push, with possibly a Reaper thrown in there for good measure. Third base on the way for PengWin at all. I don't see it yet. He's kind of scouting up here. Oh wait, no, that was Ling speed. That wasn't Overlord speed. Ah, derp. Of course it was Ling speed. Why would he get Overlord speed before Ling speed? He wouldn't. That's why. There it is. Pneumatized Carapace. Not actually on the way quite yet. I was going to say, that Overlord, I thought speed was finished, but he was moving pretty slow. Yep, that's why, because it wasn't Overlord speed. 2 medevacs on the way. Stim just about to complete here. More and more Marines coming on out. That's exactly what we're dealing with here. Now this, I was told, is on patch 3.8. I will label it as such if that's what it turns out to be. You know what? It is. It is, because when I loaded it, it didn't say it had to load a previous version of StarCraft 2 to do this. So this is on the current patch, and which you already know because I labeled it as 3.8 in the title and also in the description, because you guys have been waiting for this stuff. I know that for sure. Inject, Penguin. Penguin, your inject is late. He's getting a Spire. There he goes. There's that inject. So Hydras are the big thing that changed for Zerg. Overlord, Medevac pickup for tanks, not a thing anymore. We'll see if Dimaga can adjust to that. And anything changed for Marines? No Medevacs? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the high capacity fuel tanks. That's new. So it's an upgrade at the tech lab. It allows the Medevac fuel reserves to ignite afterburners for 50% longer. Which I don't know. I'm not going to see. I don't think we'll see many pros doing that, in all honesty. But killing some creep tumors here out the front. Third base is now on the way for Penguin. Penguin's timing seems a little bit late. I don't know if he's intimidated playing against Dimaga or what, but he's getting some mutas here. He's getting +1 flyer attack. The mutas are heading on out, and they know it's safe over here because the overlords are scouting. No Marines in this particular location. A little bit supply block for a second there. Did he lose another overlord? I have to imagine that he did. Yep, 2 overlords have been killed thus far in this game, and here come the mutas. Muta Ling is going to be Muta Ling Bling. I don't actually see a Baneling nest. This is interesting. Mutas are here inside the main base. They're trying to kill Widow Mines. They're trying to kill Marines, doing a great job of it here. Killing a ton of SCVs. Missile turret dying as well. Just going for it with the Marines. Going to take down this third base. Penguin going to lose the third, but basically taking out Dimaga's main base. At the same time, Marines keep coming in 1 or 2 at a time. That is not what you want to do. They just keep getting picked off and lowering that army supply count here. Medevac does get taken out by these Medevacs, or these Mutalisks as well. This murder of Muta's missile turret is here. A lot of M words right now. Marines moving on up into the natural base. Is there anything to stop this? I don't think so. 2 queens die in quick succession. Drones are not getting pulled. There we go. Now they are getting pulled. It's 29 to 31 harvesters. Ling's trying to come in. Great positioning, though, by Dimaga inside this mineral line. I don't know if these Lings can clean this up. You know what? They actually are doing better than I expected. No upgrades on them, but no! Not enough to kill all of the Marines. The Mutas, again, have free reign inside the main base. Nothing can stop them from murdering this orbital command. It is definitely going to die. SCV is trying to save it, but no. Orbital command ends up dead. Marines taking down stuff here as well. Both players have taken major hits. The Mutalisks decide to head on back home. The murder of Mutas are running for it. Lings gathering in a large group here for Penguin, trying again to save the natural base. It's time to pick up and go. Dimaga, pick up, go, get out of there. Get out of there. Don't lose your Marines. He knows he needs to hold this. I don't know if he can. He's doing so much better than I expected. Look at this dude. But now here come the Mutas, and that's going to be the end of the adventure of these Marines. They all die. Medevacs are going to die as well. They're trying to get out of there, but there's really no hope. Even with boost, they would just get caught by these Mutalisks anyway. So, wow. That was an exciting couple of minutes. 16 SCVs killed, 11 drones killed, 30 to 29 harvesters. Dimaga has a lead, but he's down to 1 base, but his opponent only has 2 bases. And as Zerg, I think that is an okay place to be in. So Marines are waiting with combat shield, with stim, with +1/+1. Pretty scary stuff. Medevac support is going to be problematic as one is trying to get back home, but the Mutas should take it down. Yes, the Medevac not available, but 2 more pumping out of the starport right now are going to be fantastic for these Marines here. Positioning a little bit difficult for the Marines. There we go. There are the Medevacs, making these Marines that much better. Mutalisks with +1 flyer attack. Baneling speed coming up, and +1/+1 on those Banes also being researched. That's something else that was changed. Banelings get an additional 10 hit points when they morph into the Baneling speed version, making them a little bit more tanky and harder for Marines to target fire down. So the Muta's just basically playing annoying right now, trying to pick off what they can without really engaging this big ball of Marines that is on the ground. And Marines are fast with stim, but not quite as fast as Mutas are. 17 Marines on the ground, 14 Mutas in the air. That might actually be enough Mutas to make this thing happen. I don't know. Penguin doesn't want to risk it. Penguin does not want to engage directly. He knows that Marines are scary. Oh, free Medevac pickoff, maybe? No, trying to get these supply depots at the front, weakening them. At the very least, he knows he's got Banelings coming in at some point. Try to pick off add-ons onto buildings. That reactor burning down. SCV coming to repair it, though. Basically, Dimaga recognizing he desperately needs to hang on to that reactor. Marines +1/+2 attack actually coming in here as well. Some Lings sitting at the front at 35 to 36 harvesters. Dimaga has in fact replanted his main base, which is great for him. Medevac in this natural mineral line, getting some shots off on those Mutas, trying to pick off the refinery, but they are chased away as the Marines come to respond. So Penguin is just putting pressure on Dimaga, not allowing him to really move out. And so far it's working pretty darn well. Third base being replanted. by PengWin here. So we're back to a 2 to 3 base situation, which is kind of the natural order of things here at the 10-minute mark. +1 or +2 for those Lings and Banelings and Ultras on the way, and +2 armor coming up for the infantry as well. So PengWin moving back home with the mutas, maybe looking for proxy stuff, looking for medevacs flying around, just kind of hunting here willy-nilly, recognizing that Marine count is getting a little bit high. There are also Widow Mines in production as well. Third command center coming in for Dimaga. Small group of Marines unloading just outside that third base, that newly constructed third. The mutas moving in the main at the same time, though. They do take out a mule. They're trying to get a supply depot. They might get that one. It might actually burn down before an SCV can respond to it, and it does. But the Marines are moving into the third and killing 3 drones instantly, and then going after the hatch. They recognize they can't kill it that fast because there aren't that many of them. Pick up. Get out. This is not great positioning. There's the surround. Get out of there. There we go. Picking up most of the Marines. Oh, by most I mean 2. And heading on down. I'm not sure this is Dimaga. I'm just going to say it. I know you've been thinking that probably the last couple minutes here, but I don't know. The reaction times aren't that fantastic for it to be Dimaga. I know he's a little bit older. He's a bit of an older professional player, but still is what I have to say to that. Is he done making medevacs right now, Dimaga? Looks like he's making another one now. He just started, though. +3 attack on the way for those Marines. So even with all that's been going on, that +3 attack is just about to finish up. So I don't know. That's a sign of a really good pro. It is. So many Lings out, though. 114 to 95 total supply in favor of the Zerg player. But it's 49 to 33 Harvesters. Dimaga having more SCVs than you would expect. That Mutaflock is scary, though. 19 mutas versus 34 Marines. Picking off a medevac. Great job there, mutas. Don't get away. Don't get away from the Marines. There we go. Trying to get that third base as it's landing. But it does manage to land here. A whole ton of Banelings morphing in, though. That's a lot of Banes. 18 Banes on the way. 18. This third base is in an absolute ton of trouble right now. See these Banelings? 35 hit points. And morphing into a speed Baneling. 40 hit points. Again, it's only a 5 hit point increase. It doesn't seem like a huge deal. This should maybe be a planetary fortress. Here come the Lings. Here come the Banes from the top and the right side. Banelings crashing on into everything. All these workers. Oh, the SCV massacre. SCV massacre. All of the workers are dead. PengWin decides it's time to go. I pretty much obliterated that third base entirely. It's 106 to 93 total supply. The Marines were on vacation. They were not defending all that well. Infestation pit coming in for PengWin as well. And yeah, PengWin just happy with that. It's 41 to 42 Harvesters, though. It's not like he has a huge lead. He's got a 1 worker lead. 31 SCVs destroyed to this point, but Dimaga has just been constantly making SCVs to the point where, I mean, reconstructing this third base, not really much of a problem. +3 attack about to finish on these Marines, making them so dang scary. So dang scary. Can they take down Banelings as fast as they used to be able to? Just used to be kind of a stutter step attack sort of thing. Missile turrets firing on these mutas. Refiner does get targeted down by the murder of mutas. Another missile turret taken down there. Add-ons perhaps. Free medevacs. Free medevacs. Marines chasing them out of here, though, and the reactor does end up dying. Marines trying to trap these mutas in a spot where they don't want to be, but they're making a beeline for safety right now. I recognize that Marine count is very high. Very high indeed right now. We're looking at 39 Marines, 98 to 116 of total supply. That hive is about 50% complete for PengWin, though. We could see Ultras. Their armor was reduced by 1. Free medevac on the left side. PengWin finds that one. That was a freebie. Taking down a supply depot that actually does supply block Dimaga. Taking down the refinery at the natural base as well. Missile turret trying to get shots off here, but how many? We've only lost 2 Mutalisks in this game. PengWin has done an incredible job of babysitting his Mutalisks. 4th base coming in for PengWin as well. I don't know. Looking pretty good, but it's close. It's close in worker count. It is close in supply count. 101 to 119. Yes, Zerg has a lead, but it is not insurmountable by any sense. Ooh, Ultralisk Cavern coming up now. Chitinous plating on the... No, that's not Chitinous plating. That's +3 ground carapace on the way. Chitinous plating is... Where my Ultralisk Cavern at? Click it. Click it. There it is. On the way, because Chitinous plating has to be researched at the Ultralisk Cavern, and it's not done yet. Derp. Huderp Thor coming up for Dimaga. Debris getting burned on down by these Marines. And just some of them, though, not all of them. I'm not sure what that's all about, but it's enough. It's enough to kill this debris. 4th base going to land 108 to 132 total supply. Zerg player looking great. Getting those upgrades. +3 melee attack. +1 flyer carapace. Adrenal glands. Ultralisk Cavern going to pop here in just a couple of seconds. Lings kind of bouncing back and forth. Bit of a drop here from Dimaga coming into the main base, but Lings are ready for that. Oh boy. Lings and Banes and Mutas. Get out of there. Run, medevacs, run. Unload the Marines as best you possibly can. Try to hang on, but no. Lings coming in to assist as well. Marines left alone without any support. Get absolutely mauled there. Great reaction time. Overlord did spot that. Still no speed for these Overlords, mind you. There's Chitinous Plating. Chitinous Plating giving 2 armor to Ultras instead of the, was it 3? Or do they start with lower base armor? Forget exactly how that works, but instead of 8 armor, Ultras have 7 when they're all maxed out when all is said and done. 43 to 44 Harvesters. This 4th base is generally undefended except for about 5 Marines. The rest of the Marines stimming forward, going to chase these guys away, but that's a lot of dead. Dead infantry there. 83 Marines have been killed so far. Only 4 Mutalisks, but 98 Zerglings have lost their lives to this point. So basically, I think we're going to have a maxed out Zerg army at some point. It's getting very close to there right now. Chitinous Plating about to finish. 4 Ultras in production. Where are they? They are here, I think is where they are. Yep, there they go. 4 armor at this point. And Lings and Banelings coming up on top of this. Thor trying to absorb Baneling hits. Pretty good split on these Marines. Not bad, but yes, the Banelings definitely not dying as fast as they used to. Coming right in, and that's it. Dimaga leaves the game. Dimaga leaves the game. PengWin is victorious, and Zerg gets the win in this ZVT today. Pretty hard fought. Pretty hard fought from both of these players. Resources lost. About 12,000 for Terran, around 7,000 or 8,000 for the Zerg. Really impressed by how well he babysat those mutas. Only lost 4. Considering he had, how many mutas? 20 at the end of the game, and only losing 4 throughout is pretty darn amazing. 14 Banelings died, 127 Lings, 14 drones, a couple Queens, hatch, and that's it. I mean, that's killing 123 Marines is really great. Killing a couple orbital commands, some missile turrets, some add-ons, tech lab, reactor, and a Reaper named Mr. Bojangles. And yeah, that's going to be it. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.